What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we are here today for the next episode of our Aarklash Legacy playthrough. God, I don't even know what episode we're on anymore. We've been playing this game for such a long time that I've lost count. We're probably on like number 30 or something by now. It's all good though. In the last episode, as a little recap here, we had made it down into these crazy like crystalline dwemer ruins, and we were kind of running around wearing, it's a terrible day to wear our Crocs. I already made that joke, but I'm going to revisit it because I got nothing else on deck. I have nothing. I'm tapped out. I'm completely and totally dry. It's a weekend. I'm running mostly on like liquor and just terrible, terrible junk food, and it looks like we've already got ourselves some friends over here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get ourselves into trouble. They're spawning from that side. What about this side? This side is looking okay. Let's go ahead and have Lecky G fall back just in case. We've got a Destroyer of the Abyss, a couple of these little Hydra dudes. We should be alright, assuming we're not like pincered or anything. Everything should go according to the plan. Let's have a look. I'm going to put Lekloris over there. Let's throw Nella over here. Let's get Mocha started with Mystic Essence. Give him some Healy lovin' just in case things get a little rowdy. Additionally, I'd prefer for Bo Lamb to throw out a taunt right now just to make sure we're holding on to everything. And we're going to start the DPS rotation. What is he doing right now? Okay, so step back a tad. He's doing an AoE. An AoE. I don't know, you can't really even pronounce AoE. I was going to try and give it some kind of phonetic, but it's just like, AoE. It's not even like a real sound. It's just like vowels. It's just vowels. We've thrown out the Warrior. The Hydra appears to be immune to something. Let's go ahead and get going with Ointment of Mokuro. And I think I'm going to dedicate her completely and totally to just DPSing right now. I'm going to throw another ability on the little guy over here, like Damocles, because the other ones are largely going to be immune because he heals himself, and you can see how rapidly that's working if you recall from previous episodes. Let's see if we can end this like right here and now. Well, we didn't end it, but we did deal some reasonable damage. Let me get an boom going. Nella's going to be regenerating very, very shortly. Let's throw out maybe, yeah, if we can get everybody inside that little regeneration field, it's what I would prefer. And as of right now, they are ticking away. Maybe think about charging him to cancel that, and then we'll kill him off. There it is. Very nice. I think some people, I've gotten into not heated debates, but I've definitely gotten into like some philosophical chats about which tank is better between me and a few of my friends that I've convinced to play the game. And I think Bo Lamb is definitely the superior choice. I think that with Naka, you have a much better chance of actually controlling people, because if you give her the AoE spec where she can just run around and do whatever she wants, I don't see you like ever losing aggro, ever. Period. You should just be fine all the time. However, Bo Lamb does afford you a few more options with regard, like his taunt is not quite so good, but he gives you DPS options, and he does give you some kind of crowd control type options as well, which make him, in my book, the better tank of the two. Here we have a couple options. We can either, oh, never mind, we could have like, wait, hold on, why would you need this button right here? I'm gonna push the button just to find out. I'm good at pushing people's buttons. Might as well be good at pushing a gate's buttons too. I'm a bit confused as to why we would need to get back this direction. It's kind of a strange choice on their part, unless somebody can like teleport through the gates or something. That's like an ability that I don't think anybody has, but what do I know? Okay, so apparently we've been given the power of the sparklies. Let's continue moving forward, I guess, and we'll figure out what the appropriate course of action is. Just being very careful as we creep along here. Looks like we've got a few friends coming at us. And there's a Master of Puppets in there, so obviously he's going to be the first choice. Everybody needs to roll on one with him. If DPS is not on the Master of Puppets, our life is a miserable wreck. So I would prefer at least to make him hurt as much as possible. I'm going to put Lekloris over this way. We're going to have Nella over here. And then Mocha right there. Who is that going? That's going to Mocha. It's so strange. That even though nobody else has done any DPS, they always go after the healer, like, every single time. And this game, for whatever reason, you can't use spells on yourself. Since he's the only person I have that can get rid of control effects, it just seems cheesy. It really does. It feels incredibly cheesy. So now he's charmed for like the next decade. So we just have to sit here and deal with it. He's going to use Orgy of the Bloodthirsty. I'm going to start some heals. Maybe throw out an AoE there. Oh good, we've got more friends from the back. Cetonian Larva. I don't even remember what these do. Let me take just a second to figure it out. Okay, so these are the guys that have that ability that bugs out and hits you like 30 times as it goes through you. Instead of only hitting you like once and then passing through and hitting everyone else in a chain, it actually will be like bing, 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 bing as it goes through you, basically making it an I win button. I'm gonna keep people moving. They're also gonna nuke. They're gonna nuke Bolam pretty hard, and we're just gonna have to live with that. Bolam's taking a little bit of damage. Let's see if maybe I can get off a heal. Doesn't look like it. This is an entire ranged build. Hopefully we can get something done here. Otherwise... Okay, so I need him to do that. Let's throw this out here. Mocha needs to just like run over there and hopefully time out the clock. Knock him down. Now that that's done, I'm gonna ready a lightning, even though I think this is probably a bad decision. He's silenced for how long? Who silenced him? Really? 14 seconds? My god. Okay. That's fine. I think so long as we can get Moch out of the line of fire, we should be alright. Okay, so Celestial Blow got rid of that grouping of enemies. Thinking of ways that I can kind of control this situation. I don't want to run off too far that direction because that may spawn enemies on me. He doesn't have enough SP to do another Boom, unfortunately. Loris is still silenced. I'm gonna start off a heal, I guess. As soon as his taunt is back up, we should be alright. Whatever that instant cast AoE damage they're using is really, like, brutal. Send Nella back in to handle that while we wait on these guys. I'm gonna have him throw out one of those, and then we're gonna have him Boom. So there's a tad more damage. Damocles is up on him, so there's a little bit more damage done. As soon as Moch is back up, I need a heal over there. This guy's sitting back here just making everybody immune to everything. Okay, so there goes another one. Very, very hairy fight right there. That was a fight that was not at all pleasant. Let me, for a moment... I think we're gonna... Oh, the organist. I need to strip his buff. Oh, I don't have somebody that can strip his buff anymore. Alright, well we just gotta wait for his little swirly underneath his feet to go away. And let's get the organist really quickly before he makes me sit here for another 35 seconds trying to whittle him down. As they are known to do. Those dirty, dirty organists. Always playing with their organs and so forth. Bad joke is bad. This Warrior of the Hydra is regenerating insanely fast. Maybe throw out a heal. Maybe. God, their ability to heal is just like... Wait, what happened here?
I am here, my brother.
I'm not even sure what occurred right there, but I wasn't really paying attention either. I'm gonna be honest, my field of vision towards Lecky G was at an all-time minimum. We've got a couple options. I suppose we'll try and clear the field here, just in case there's anything behind us. I want to make sure that all these pipes have churned out what other critters they're going to churn out. Maybe there's treasure up in the pipe? Hey now. How come I wasn't aware of the treasure? Take both of those. Well, that makes me wonder if all the other pipes have treasure in them. Gotta get our Mario Brothers on in here and just start swooping pipes like crazy. Suppose we'll walk up into this large arena-like setting and figure out the remainder. Is this another one? Yeah, it's another one. We've already killed one of these. What are you doing, developers? Let's see here. Wasn't this a boss from earlier? Or maybe it was like a Lord of Agony. Maybe I've got the names mixed up. Crushing Darkness. Yep. Okay, so he's got a couple of abilities here that we want to be aware of. He gets nastier and nastier the lower his health gets. I remember that. I distinctly remember that from the first fight. Macabre Desire. After 3 seconds, he inflicts 400 damage and 1,000 damage to everyone in an AoE. So 400, and then anybody else that's within that gets 1,000, which isn't so bad. It immobilizes you, though, which could be a little nasty. Funereal Fracture. He kills everybody that's not near him. I remember that one, too. And then he's just got his regular nuke. So let's send Bolam in to deal with him. I think they're probably going to send in ads this time to make it worse. That's how they'll probably amplify the difficulty here. Let's get everybody arranged reasonably close, but not too close. What's going on here? Macabre Desire. 400. Is everybody outside the circle? Everybody is outside the circle. Lovely. Let's start with a heal. Or wait. Hold on. What's going on here? Is that his boom? I think that's his boom. Yeah, we should be alright. There's a little bit of damage there. I think we should probably get Damocles going just so it's dealing some kind of damage. This is one of those fights that I probably should have brought other people along. Let's collapse in because this is the ability I think that kills everybody that's not inside the ring. So we'll get everybody in here. Okay, and then we'll get everybody back out. What can I do? We can reduce his magic armor? Yeah, let's reduce his magic armor. That doesn't seem like a bad idea, considering half our team is casting like all kinds of crazy stuff on him. Macabre Decay. In the designated zone. Where is the designated zone? I don't know where this damage is going to fall. It's not saying. Oh, there it is. There's like a skull. Yeah, get out of there, bud. That skull is really, really hard to see. Gotta stare for just a minute. I don't want to start unloading too heavily with the DPS, but we can get some stuff going. And there's a lovely little knockdown that I didn't catch. Completely and totally my fault. Ooh, that reset my cooldowns too. Jerky face. I'm gonna go ahead and get another boom going since it's one of my primary damage sources for the duration of this fight. I'm also gonna throw out another healing ring. And we need it. That's exactly why I did it right there, is because I figured there was probably a collapse coming pretty soon. So let's get everybody inside the designated ring here. My recommendation with these collapse fights is just to be careful. Sometimes their pathfinding gets kind of stuck on one another. You guys have seen. We've been playing this game together for quite some time. Sometimes their pathfinding gets stuck on each other and it takes you a little longer to get to the ring than you like. Just kind of those little facts that occasionally occur. I'm not going to enrage him. Oop, and there's a little bit of damage right there. What's that going to do? Okay, so let's actually move... Oh no, it follows him. Okay, how much is it going to do? 400? Not too terrible. But still enough damage to make me worry sometimes. So I'll start a Mokoro right now. to get Loris fixed up, because that's obviously going to be a big old chunk of his HP. We'll throw out another Damocles, so at least he's ticking for something. Thought that orb coming up behind us, I was like, there's an orb creeping up on me. Terrifying. Let's get her out of the way of that AoE. Do another boom. Mocha doesn't have anything for me. We'll throw out another ability right there. Maybe throw out a lightning bolt since mana's looking pretty good. Get another Healy ring going. Or get our cooldown reset. That's fine. That's, you know, whatever. Hopefully she'll make it in time. She did. Very, very good. Back everybody out again. Boom is not quite ready to cook yet. Could throw out another Damocles, so I suppose we'll do that. Let's put the Damocles out. And... his melee damage is going to be increasing quite substantially as this gets closer and closer to the end, because right here, where is it? Fury of Hecate, or Hecate, or however you say that word. I've seen it in millions of games, and I should probably know how to say it. But for each portion of 15%, he becomes more and more badass, so you have to be careful about that. I'm going to have Mokuro be the next heal. I could reduce his attack speed. That might be a smart idea as he gets beefier. Is he immune, though? Some of these guys are immune. Yeah, control, reduction, and counter effects. There it is right there. God. It's weird that we hit 15% like every single time we're trying to cast a heal. There's his 400 damage thing. Does he have 400 health left? He's not looking so good right now. Loris is hurting as well. I'll give him a heal. What I'll do is probably collapse him in a little bit closer once his AoE circle's ready to go. Another barely visible skull being thrown out. I wish I had a percentage readout, because I would roll him over to the next percent a little bit more carefully if I knew. Hopefully that gets everybody patched up without me having to spend too many more MPs or whatever else. Let's throw out another damage ability there. Where does that leave everybody else right now? I mean, he's getting pretty close. That's got to be either like the last 15 or the last 20%. I don't know if we're going to see another rage here. I mean, I probably should have looked at what his HP count was up front, and then I would actually know. Let's get that started. No boom ready to go yet. Nobody in like intense need of healing just yet. 7 seconds left of the HP regeneration. That should still allow us to carry through okay. Ooh, let's have everybody collapse. Everybody back out. I feel like I'm narrating a raid fight right now in World of Warcraft. Just like making sure people aren't doing dumb stuff. Let's throw out a bit more damage just to test him. There it is. So that's his last 15% now, and he should be hitting like a truck at this point, which definitely means we want to be careful about the way we allocate our heals. And this final little bit should actually go pretty quickly. Let me get a lightning bolt ready to go, and I'm actually going to see if I can nuke him right now. There it is.
This is the guild reliquary. Our contracts are here. I know it. We've defeated that snake, Lockshire. With these, we are free.
Yes, each of you, find your contract. If we destroy our own, their power will be broken.
This is going to take hours. There are hundreds of contracts here?
Thousands, but magically bound. And that will aid me in finding yours. Give me your mother-given names.
That's impossible, Leg. Where's Nella's? You found everyone else's, but you're saying hers isn't here?
Hers alone is missing. I am bound by more than paper, so I will accompany her to confront Lockshire.
You heard him now. You are free. Your bonds are broken. The vows burned. Go, and live a life of your own choosing.
Right. Off you go, all of you. Do as the sorceress says. I'll stay here just to watch her back.
And who will watch yours? I'm your sister. I go nowhere without you.
Nor I. Where would I go?
I'm staying with Knoka.
Golam and I will stay until Nella is free. Lockshire must die.
Nella is friend. Nella is blood. Bam Bam. Bolam.
We're all going to die, you know. That's the only destiny I can promise you.
The only thing you have to do in life is die. And sometimes, even that is not an end.
Ooh, I'm getting tingles. Part of me is wondering, is this it? Like, are we about to really just throw down with Lockshire here? Who knows? Let's grab our gear. And let's be on our way over here. Definitely getting a little feeling of excitement right now. This series has gone on for quite some time, and I'm looking forward to the conclusion. The storyline has been really one of those things that's drawn me to the game. I love the characters. I love the way that they're all animated and created. Whereas some of the aspects of the game, like voice acting and things of that nature, people have leveled some complaints about. At the same time, I really like how unique the characters are. If there's one thing I could say about Aarklash, it's that it has a very, very unique cast of characters.
Incredible. I only half believed it.
This is no time to gape, dwarf.
Wait. Take a moment. Are you not humbled by this lost city before you?
The moon and the mountains sing to me, not your cages of rock and iron. I prefer the wide sky.
Well, we're definitely high enough. In fact, there's too much sky for me.
It's just water, fool.
It's in my contract. No water, no heights, no torture.
Let's see what awaits us here. I don't think... Is that a... That's badass, a little robot scarab right there. And where would you be without a hissing slidey bridge? I mean, if you can't draw off Star Trek appropriately, where would we be? Looks like we've got some similar foes that we've seen before running around. Scourge Bearers. This might be a rowdy fight. Let me remind myself what the bards do. I think they cast that thing that goes through everybody. Yeah, it deals quite a bit of damage too. Let's... I don't know where the best spot to like pick this fight is going to be. I think I'll go after the heroic bard first. From there, let's spread everybody out. And this will more than likely be our last fight for this episode. Let's make sure that everybody... The nice thing about these bards is they have like no HP whatsoever. Once I get everybody into position, let me make sure who's attacking whom here. Okay, so as soon as that goes off, I'm gonna have Bolam get back in here and taunt everybody else that might be a problem. Let's bring the pain, as I think that's probably a good idea. Okay, so he's now some minor problems to think about, but we should be alright as long as we keep everybody collected. I'm gonna have Nella throw out one more lightning bolt, and that should actually decimate almost this entire field. Yeah, there it is right there. The benefit of a very, very AoE heavy team. We are still taking a reasonable amount of damage, and where is that going? It's going to Bolam. Leg it, buddy. Oh, he's slowed. Weak. Alright, so that was one of those fights that there are very few fights in this game that AoE won't break through. You do have to think outside the box quite a bit, which is both one of the frustrations for me with this game, because I'm not an outside of the box thinker. I'm very much like an I'm inside the sphere. I'm not even like in the right shape. That's the problem for me a lot of the time with this game, is that I can't even get my shape straight. Luckily, all of these earlier enemies don't seem to be that resilient. They go down fairly easily, so we should be able to complete this nice little area without much harm. I'm gonna taunt this guy just because I can. You, Boney. You're ugly and you look like a white twig. There we are. That was a terrible insult for a skeleton. I need more creativity. I gotta think a little harder. Like I said, inside the sphere. I think...
It seems Lokshai has mustered all the races of Aarklash against us.
By foul means. Their eyes are deader than mine. No will courses through them, but that of the betrayer.
Nella, look at me.
Sorry, tired. That's all.
We must hurry. Your contract tied to all of this it is. Not much time left.
Okay, so I'm going to break off the episode right here because I'm not sure what's coming down the pipe. It does look like we have a rather large area to explore filled with giant robotic bugs, which might be weird to some people, but I like giant bugs, so it should be alright. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for what I think is the upcoming conclusion of Aarklash Legacy, a good little game by Cyanide Studios, provided you enjoy a challenge. See you guys next time and take care out there, everybody.